Bam, look at that paint job.
Yeah.
This thing looks so good. What's up, everybody? I'm John.
I'm Isaac.
And today on Cars and Cameras, we are back working on our custom mini bike build, the first mini bike we've ever built from scratch. We took a little bit of a break on it for the last few weeks because we've been waiting on parts because, well, we really want to get it right. It's a cool design, and it's right there. It's so close to being really, really great. So in today's episode, we need to reinforce the swing arm. We need to swap out our broken, really cheap garbage shock for a nicer, hopefully better one. We need to strip the whole bike down. We're gonna paint it. We're gonna reassemble it. We're gonna install our rear brakes, and then we're gonna send it around the Cars and Cameras Grand Prix again. Last time it ran a 110, which isn't even top 10, but it was a little bit wet last time, so it'll give us a shot at redemption tomorrow. We got a 70-degree day. So we're gonna be painting this thing a nice satin metallic silver. Should be beautiful. So let's check in with Ike and see what he has cooking.
I'm trying to get the spring installed on this pedal assembly. I remember at one time, didn't we use a rope or something?
Yeah, that's always a terrible job. A rope is the best way to do it.
Okay, we can try that again. So I can work on getting this installed on the bike, and then we can do the rope trick. I was looking for a rope and I didn't see one.
Yeah, we ordered new pegs there, and thinking that they'd be wider than what we have, and they're not.
No.
So we need to widen them, but first we need to check and see if that kickstand is even going to work.
Yep.
Looks a little long.
Yeah.
But grinder and welder.
That's right. Little chop chop, weld, good to go.
Beautiful new pegs. They're just not wide enough still.
And that kickstand.
The kickstand is a little long, bud.
Just a little bit. So old Johnny is going to cut
Not
the
Ike's foot.
kickstand. Yeah, not my foot.
Here we go.
I don't think that's going to be enough. It's not.
It's close.
It's not.
It's close. But yeah,
All right.
take
Cut
so
an
about
inch off.
something like that. Just an inch?
Oh, well, yeah, we got to weld that back on there, don't we?
Yeah. So what do you something
All
like
right,
that?
So I would cut out an inch from the end of, yeah, like mark it where it's at. Mark it where it's at, and then take an extra inch off.
Okay. Don't try this at home. Seems like a really bad idea.
I got steel toe. Good job, bud.
All right, let's take a look.
Oh man, I think that's perfect.
I think that is the winner.
I think that's it, dude.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
I say we plug it
Yes. And weld it up.
and weld her up.
Oh, this is the wobbly one.
The wobbly bit.
Yeah. Look at
Oh
that
wow.
puppy. It's all right.
But is it sharp? Oh my gosh.
Probably not. You might want to back away. All right.
Ah, here. Take this. I got it.
I don't even
I
know
got
why I ever handed you the camera. No,
You ready?
Yeah, yeah. What? It's not gonna hold still is the problem.
It'll be alright. I got this.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
I got it.
There you go.
If this vise was bolted down.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You got it. I can see the head.
Told you I got it.
You want to play that game where we just assume the welder's set okay and...
It was set down a little low last time.
Okay.
Because I turned it down. Did you turn it up at all?
Nope.
Should be fine.
All right. Cover.
Yep.
All right, looking good.
Sweet.
We're gonna get out of here so we get out of the smell. Catch you guys in the morning. Good morning. Now that we have our mini bike tilted correctly, it's time to extend the foot pegs about 2 inches like we talked about. But first we need to announce that we are headed to the Pate Swap Meet. That's April 22nd through April 24th of 2021. We're going to be at the Go Power Sports booth. So if you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you want to see hundreds of mini bikes and go-karts, well, maybe not hundreds, but dozens of mini bikes and go-karts, come on by, say hi to us. We're going to be at the Go Power Sports booth on and off all days, April 22nd, 23rd, 24th of 2021. Can't wait to see you guys there. Additionally, we are going to be building one of the brand new Go Power Sports Rascal mini bikes, and we're going to be raffling it off for charity at the Pate Swap Meet. So right now, that's only an in-person raffle, but I will update everybody on Facebook if there's an online way to enter as well. The other thing is that we just launched this brand new t-shirt, the Cars and Cameras logo tee. We're doing a special introductory sale for the first time ever, so head on over to our website, cars-cameras.com, pick up one of these nice logo Cars and Cameras t-shirts on sale right now for a limited time only. All right, let's extend some foot pegs.
So I just finished up with the lower shock mount on the swing arm. I repositioned it like an inch or two further back, which is going to stiffen up the ride and just put the shock in a better position, especially in the compression stroke. So here's the brand new shocks. They look to be stiffer, and let me just show you the difference between the new and the old and how much of a piece of junk this other one was. So the heights are the same. You can see the spring is bigger and longer. I think there's less travel on this new shock. It might have a bump stop. I hope it does. But look at how much of a piece of junk this one is. Like it was on its way out. I mean, it's a total piece of garbage.
It's a trophy for somebody now.
Yes.
So we got both of them from Amazon. That one was probably like $40 or $50. That one was like $15. So I'll link both of them so you can stay away from that one. And if you like that one, then yeah, you can get it.
Yeah.
So anyway,
let's try it out.
yeah, man.
There we go.
Let's see if there's a huge difference. It feels better.
It's stiffer than it was, right?
Yes. Oh, it seems right.
Good. Go ahead and hop off of it real quick. Just stand up. Okay, so we do have some like compression when you sit on
Yes.
it. That's cool.
Yes. Definitely stronger, which will make it feel better on riding. Because this thing was just so bouncy.
Yeah, it was too
It
bouncy.
was way too bouncy out there on the trail.
So yeah,
stiffer
is good.
Yeah. I mean, what are we? I'm going down about 1.5 inches, sitting on it. I'm
Yeah.
180 pounds.
It seems about right.
I think it's right. So, you want to try it out?
Yeah, dude. Let me have a seat.
Oh yeah, it droops just a little bit for me, but that's okay. I think my problem before with it was that the front was kind of stiff and the rear was really loose, so it's like it was just a weird feeling. I think now it
feels about the same.
Yeah, exactly, and I think that's what we're gonna want here. But yeah, it's pretty cushy.
Yeah.
You know, it's not so soft that you lose all feel.
Right.
But it should take the harshness out of the
Yeah,
ride,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
exactly what we're looking before, so man, it feels great, man.
I think it's awesome, dude.
Well, why don't we put those new pegs up there?
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess we don't have to, because we're about to strip this thing down for paint anyway.
Right. No, we don't have to.
Yeah, we don't have to. So I guess next up we need to reinforce this swing arm.
Yes.
And once we do that, we can add a battery box.
Mm-hmm.
We can test, make sure our battery is going to work, strong enough for this engine.
Right.
And then we can tear it down, paint it.
Right.
So, but I think this is a great direction here.
I think it's perfect.
Yep.
So for the electric start on this sweet Tillotson 212 engine, we went out to the battery store and grabbed this Duracell Ultra Dura 12-2.9F sealed lead acid battery because it's tiny. And well, batteries are never really the prettiest thing in a build, so we just grabbed something that was petite and might have enough juice to turn this engine over.
We're hoping it will.
So
we went after the size.
Yep.
The size was the thing, and it's got 2.9 amp hour, and I think the battery that we were using on cranking these had a 3.2 amp hour or something.
All right.
So anyhow, it was kind of close to the same amp hour, small package, and I was like, it'll be fine.
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
So we're testing it to see if it has the oomph to crank this thing over. And if it does, cool. It's going to get mounted right down there.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Here goes nothing. That sounds good.
It's going to work, man. Sounds a little weak, doesn't it? It's dun, 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 dun. Not like dun, 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 dun. It'll be fine, dude.
It's the 2.3 amp hour, man.
Okay, it'll work.
It'll be fine.
I made these two simple brackets. One of them to weld to the frame to mount our starter solenoid to. The other one to weld to the frame to help hold our little battery in place. So I'm gonna weld these in. Ike is over there taping up. He's taping up and painting the engine side cover.
So since the splatter paint worked so well on the trophy cart, why not try it on this project? Right?
Yeah, sounds good.
It's gonna turn out fantastic. I already know this. Marvelous.
Yes.
So I'm gonna start with the black. John, are you wanting to get in on this at all, or just let me have it?
What is this technique?
What do you mean? Splatter.
All right, yeah. Just we had paintbrushes last time.
Yeah, well, where are the paintbrushes?
Don't have
Yeah, right.
that.
You ready?
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, that is so cool. Nice job.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
All right, so the cover, I'm leaving the cool cover black. So what if we were to splatter paint it orange and silver?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
All right. Here we go. Whoa.
We'll put a sticker right on top there. It'll be just good. Going that extra mile,
Going
huh?
that extra mile.
Playing with fire.
Yep. I don't think it's overdone.
No, it looks great.
The big splatters are interesting. A little overspray there.
Yeah, it looks pretty sweet.
All right, I'm really digging it, dude.
Especially with the whole frame being that silver.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's gonna look good. We are getting closer and closer to paint on the Cars and Cameras Orange Peel Special mini bike here. I welded our rear brake bracket in, at least I tacked it. We're gonna remove this rear wheel, remove the shock so Ike can weld up our swing arm reinforcements all the way, and I can also get to the rear brake mount as well. We have our
other brake lever hooked up.
Battery box in, solenoid welded in. Getting very close to taking this thing down.
Looking good, yeah.
And painting it up.
Pretty sweet.
Looking kind of complicated.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can use our Crossfire Pro to cut out a piece for right here.
That would be really sweet.
Maybe add a little C and C. That's pretty awesome, dude.
Yeah, number one. So, we're getting close to the end of welding this frame up, but I was looking at this seat mount and it needed something a little bit extra. So, Go Power Sports sells these tiny gussets, and they also sell larger gussets, along with other stuff.
Yeah, all kinds of
all kinds of
fabrication
like,
accessories. Yep.
And they're gonna work absolutely perfect.
Yeah, we use these things
Right here.
for pretty much everything.
We use them all the time.
And even though we have the plasma table, we still find plenty of uses for these awesome little gussets.
That's gonna work fantastic.
Yeah, it's gonna look really good.
Yeah.
Cool. So if you want to check out gussets and Go Power Sports other fabrication equipment,
Check out GoPowerSports.com and tell them Cars and Cameras sent you.
there you go. All right, man, let's get them welded in. And we're going to be getting closer to paint. I got to say, this thing looks like a tank. Especially the that swing arm
Well,
is a tank.
the swing arm would have looked a lot cleaner with just these bars, but with that shock mounted all the way this close and these bars so far out, there was a chance that we'd bend the swing arm if we hit a big bump or whatever. So added this to it, which kind of turns it into a truss, which makes it stronger.
But it's looking good. I got to say, the only, thing we could have done better is just lighter weight on this build.
Yeah, thinner wall pipe.
Yep. But if we had to make a compromise on our first ever mini bike, I'm okay with this being the compromise. Otherwise, we already know it rides great.
Yeah, the weight doesn't bother me too much. If it was lighter, we'd be able to throw it around a little bit more, which would have been nice. But I mean, this is good.
Yeah, there's always 002, right?
Yeah. Cover.
Yep.
So it looks like all the welding's done. Moving on to the grinding to get everything smoothed out. Might find a spot or two that needs to be hit again. And then we're going to move on to my favorite part, which is painting.
Yeah, buddy.
Can't wait to see what this thing looks like with a nice coat of paint on it. And put her together and go get muddy.
We are all set up and ready to start painting our custom-made mini bike frame here. We have a couple of tips for you guys out there who are doing an at-home rattle can paint job. So these are the Cars and Cameras DIY tech tips for a rattle can paint job. First off, be sure to sweep the area you're going to be painting in. Try to clean it the best you can or the best you care to, because the less dust there is in your environment is the less dust that's going to get in your paint. Second, scuff everything down with a scuff pad, kind of like this one here. If whatever you're painting already has paint on it, a scuff pad will help the new paint adhere to the existing paint. After that, you're going to want to degrease your painting surfaces. We're using Brake Clean because it's what we have. If like when I painted my truck, I used like a special purpose-built degreaser. But for this mini bike, we have brake clean, so we're using brake clean. And then it's really important to let it evaporate for the next 20 minutes or so.
Off gas?
Yeah, the technical term is off gas before you paint it, because you can get little bubbles and really ugly stuff in your paint if you paint right after you clean it. So we have some of our parts hung up from our I-beam here. We have the frame right here and our heater. We're going to start off with our self-etching primer.
Bam, look at that paint job.
Yeah.
This thing looks so good.
And I made a call.
So, yeah, what I meant to say earlier, when you're doing your DIY paint job, make sure you like stick with the same brand. So these pedals got Rust-Oleum primer, nailed it, and Rust-Oleum enamel. The primer and base coat for our frame got, where is it? Duplicolor, self-etch primer, and color. Well, we didn't have enough Duplicolor clear coat.
Yeah. Make sure you got enough
Yeah.
paint for the job.
So, we are completely risking this beautiful mini bike we built by adding Rust-Oleum clear coat to it.
It could be bad.
Yeah, but we already did a test spot on the engine plate. We let it sit for 5-10 minutes, and it looked okay. So we're gonna see what happens.
It usually shows up like
really quickly.
late, actually.
Late? Oh, all right.
Like as it's drying.
Oh, all right. Cool. So anyway, I figured I'd roll the camera now so they can see. If it messes up, at least they know what it looked like.
It looked beautiful.
It looked gorgeous.
For a short time.
Well, good morning, man.
What's up?
Looks like our paint survived the night.
Yes, it does, and it feels pretty solid.
You can tell it's a little bit soft still, but not like soft enough to stop us from putting it together.
Yeah.
So usually rattle can needs a lot of heat or a few days to really harden up.
Yeah.
But overnight will work just fine. So we're gonna get this thing off the heater, get some heat in the shop, and start assembly.
I'm so excited I can barely contain myself. All right, man. Pick up this bike and get it up here.
Yeah, dude. We have
We're
a
gonna
table
assemble
now.
it on a table
Yeah. Big moment for Cars and Cameras, everybody.
with a one bolted vise. Look at that.
Gorgeous.
Isn't it gorgeous? All right, dude. This is getting pretty exciting.
Final assembly, man.
Alright, so we're going to install this wheel very delicate like because man, this thing's just so sweet. Cool. I can just see you missing and paint.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, dude, let's do it.
Pegs are going on.
Alright, mine are in.
Sweet. Mine are too. Get it from the other side.
Okay, you got those tight?
Yep, look at that. Number 001 CNC 2021. Looks good all painted up.
Yep.
It's got that perfect lean too.
It's not bad. I think it was pretty well thought out.
It's always a bear to install the spring on the peg and kickstand assembly on like pit bike pegs here. What we've done in the past is we put the kickstand in the up position and we wrap a rope around that bottom loop there, and someone holds and someone pulls with all their might, and that's the easiest way to install it on that piece right there.
The spring is hung up here, and you have someone hold the peg in this position, and then John put a rope on this end of the spring and pulled this direction and hooked the spring onto the spring retainer, I'm going to call it. So that's it. That's the easiest way we found to do it.
You gotta hold your tongue right, but you got it.
Oh, I got it all right. Oh, my hands.
Got our solenoid mounted, our 2 chains installed. The rear one still has to get tensioned, and we're going on with our painted side cover.
We can't. I gotta wire up the button.
Oh yeah, gotta wire up the button.
But just to see. Oh, that is sweet.
I installed the muffler, the torque converter cover, the header, and I put this Go Power Sports pre-filter on, and for some reason the pre-filter has just set the entire bike off. It looks so good. Fuel tank, seat, and we're ready to see if our awesome push to start works.
Of course it'll work. No worries. Here we go.
Got it?
Yeah.
It's a little dense, but it's got features.
I think that's torque converter. The belt rubbing
Up against the...
which was doing it before.
Yeah. Every once in a blue moon, I have what I call a proud dad moment on our builds. It's usually when we finish like a really big build, like a cross cart or a trophy cart. I'm getting a really big proud dad moment right here.
This is good.
And this thing took like a week and a half total. It is so good.
This is good.
All right, we can't forget the finishing touches, man. Then let's roll it down by the stream and get some beauty shots before we get it all muddy. Finishing touches. You can pick up a Cars and Cameras sticker pack for yourself at our website, cars-cameras.com. You know, we need to order some orange ones just for this build.
Sounds good. It's pretty close, dude.
Yeah.
And of course, we couldn't have done this build without Go Power Sports.
That's right. GoPowersports.com.
Look at that. Nice.
All right, man, let's see if our electric start works.
All right, man.
Yeah, like stroke.
Honestly, dude, I can't believe we've been doing this like 5 or 6 years, and this is the first time we ever built a mini bike from the ground up. We're gonna be doing another one very shortly, because this was a lot of fun. I mean, you still learn a lot from fabrication and stuff, except you don't go through all of the head scratching and annoyance of a huge build from a cost perspective and from a part sourcing perspective. I mean, most of this stuff is Go Power Sports. You got some Amazon, you got some eBay. And the next episode in our rip around video, we're gonna do a full breakdown of the steel we used, what thickness, how much of it, all the parts we used, what we would and wouldn't buy again for this thing, and the overall dimensions in case you wanted to build one for yourself. In terms of names, the best audience sourced one we have right now is Orange Peel, which I like. I came up with one myself, so I have a little bit of Italian heritage, so I think like Potente, the Cars and Cameras Potente would be sweet. Italian for potent, except it doesn't have any Italian parts on it. I don't know what potent would be in Chinese or Japanese, but probably not as cool as Potente. I came up with Silver Bullet, so anyway, let us know down in the comments what you think we should name the first ever Cars and Cameras mini bike. Can't wait to build another one, dude. Can't wait to ride it around. I think it turned out incredible. I gotta give a big old shout out to our sponsor, GoPowerSports.com, for helping us with the parts for this project. Of course, anytime you place an order with Go Power Sports, let them know that your boys from Cars and Cameras sent you. If you want to help support the channel, go to our website, Cars-Cameras.com, pick up one of our Send It, Bend It, Mend It trucker hats, or one of our It'll Be Fine hats. Those are classics too. Or one of our hoodies, t-shirts, or sticker packs. Anyway, Facebook at Cars and Cameras Reviews and John_Cars and Cameras on Instagram for sneak peeks on what we're up to. Join into our new podcast. We're doing deeper dives on all of our past videos, on our upcoming builds, and on what we have going on outside of regular filming on our new podcast, At the Wheel with Cars and Cameras, airing once every 2 weeks live here on the Cars and Cameras YouTube channel. But if you miss it, you can find it on our second channel, At the Wheel with Cars and Cameras. You can check Ike out at Isaac It'll Be Fine on YouTube and Instagram. Thanks again for watching, everybody. We'll catch you next time.